7 years ago, he mopped this floor. Today, he owns the building. And not a single person who walked past him without looking up could believe what they were seeing. The company on that piece of paper was called Bridgepoint Property Solutions. Not investors. Not a bank. Entrepreneurs who specialized in one thing: taking small service businesses with proven demand and scaling them into regional operations. Daniel called the number the next morning. He walked into that meeting in the best clothes he owned. Laid everything on the table. The buildings. The customers. The income. His brother James. Every number. When he finished, the room went quiet. Then the woman at the head of the table said, "We have been looking for someone exactly like you for 2 years." They offered him a partnership. Not a handout. A partnership. Bridgepoint brought the capital and the systems. Daniel brought what no money could buy: the relationships and the trust he had built one errand at a time. Within 18 months, the business had expanded across 4 districts, 47 staff, 300 clients, a fleet of vans where 1 bicycle used to be. Daniel kept his night shift for 6 more months after the deal was signed. Not because he needed the money, because he was not ready to leave until he was absolutely sure this was real. Then one Tuesday evening, he handed in his resignation. Quietly. No drama. Just a letter, a handshake, and a walk out through the front door. If Daniel's story has moved you, then you are exactly who Elite POV was built for. Subscribe and turn on notifications because Series 4 is coming and you do not want to miss what is next. 2 years later, Marcus called. Meridian Tower was going to auction. Daniel sat with that for 3 days. Then said yes. The auction was on a Friday morning. A room full of developers and investment firms, people who had been doing this for decades. Daniel was the youngest person there, and the only one who had ever mopped its floors. When the hammer came down, Daniel had won. That evening, he drove to Meridian Tower alone, stood outside and looked at it for a long moment, then walked through the front entrance, rode the elevator to the 14th floor, and stood alone in the executive lounge where Marcus had once asked him one question: "What are you building?" He looked around the empty room and smiled. "This," he said quietly. "I was building this." Daniel still talks about those 6 years cleaning that building. Not with shame, not with pain, with gratitude. Because every floor he mopped and every executive he watched from that park bench was preparation, education, quietly building something the world could not yet see. He was never just a janitor. He was always an owner in training. And that is the thing about quiet people with big discipline. You never see them coming until they own the building.